much, but I am painting my stuff today. Currently, we're working on some Stormcast Eternal's Vanguard Raptors. I got mostly the base coats and shading done on these guys already. I've been working on these for a little bit and got the birds going right now. So today we will be working on the little finer details, basically reapplying base coats, and that's really about it. I've already worked on my water effects. My guys are kind of like in a swampy mudland thing, so yeah. I don't know why I'm talking to myself so much, but hey, it could work. I don't think I need to shade anything else, so I'm gonna put a glove on. I usually keep one glove on because the one I touch the mulattoes with the most. The other one is usually touching the brush, so I don't have to worry about it so much. I'm going to try to keep my palette in view a little bit and my brushes on it. My workplace is not a mess, but I keep it chaotically organized is how I'm going to call it. So, I apologize to anyone that was hoping to see my face. I don't have enough USB ports to do that as of yet. So once I get more USB ports, which should be coming in hopefully today, I won't interrupt the stream for it, but I'll get that done. So let's get these started. I think what I'm going to work on next. Looking at these guys right now, it's actually not too much more to work on, which is kind of nice. But I think I'm going to work on the wood. And I should probably shade in. You know what? Let me do... Oh, I forgot. I got to shade in the cloak. I shade in this cloak? Yeah, I did. I'm going to shade in the cloak. And actually, I'm going to shade in some of those back greaves areas. So, excuse my hand while I search for my gnome oil. So most of my washes, I like to apply them right on the model, or from the pot. I primarily use Citadel paints, guys. I do have some army paints. I'm still not used to them in terms of like how to thin them out, which colors are good. I have problems with I don't know if how I store them is bad, but a lot of them I require a lot of mixing before they're any use to me. That sounds weird, because it is, I think. To me it is. But like, I had to really mix it for the colors to get back together. Now, they're on their side. I didn't think that would affect it that much. And I did buy those little shaker balls, so like, I do have ways to like, try to prevent that. Excuse my little weird motions at the moment. I learned to repaint while on stream because I have a bar in my way. Like, I don't know if a face camera would be good because all you would see is this bar in my face. Yeah. For those wondering, I don't know if this stuff is recorded. I'm just talking to myself at this point. Talk. For those wondering. The reason I put mature is because I do curse. I don't curse often. I'm not going to try to make it a habit, of course. I probably curse more than I really need to in my life on a daily basis, but I do curse. And I don't want someone to come in thinking this is entirely... I mean, this is relatively family friendly. I ain't going to, like, do anything weird or drop too many F-bombs, but I know me, and I know it would more likely happen than not. So rather than like disappoint someone off, I'd rather disappoint someone off the bat than like they hear for like a whole day. It's like, oh, I found a family-friendly streamer, and like I go, effing hell. I mean, I'm censoring myself right now because need to curse. I actually think Amazon just dropped off that USB thing. Go figure, right? Go figure. Alright, so I think I got that shade in. Yeah, That's the one. And I'm going to do Seraphim Sepia for the... I call it my White Lion heap. That's white with flesh in it. So you get orange. Mother... There we go. There's Seraphim Sepia. I call it my White Lion capes because it's a little recipe that I think I saw on GW when they were painting like a white line cloak. I think I might have missed one. I think I should have dry brushed a little bit on beforehand, but hey, it doesn't hurt. I have plenty of other more white cloaks in my army, so this one won't be that bad. I don't know if I'm a slow painter or if I'm a fast painter, or I'm just talking to myself at this point. I hope I'm not talking to myself. Or I mean, I'm going to try to check the chat every now and then, but I don't know. I don't know how this streaming thing works. I hope you all can hear me. It looks like you can hear me. My microphone thing's going crazy, but yeah, that's really about it. So what I've been doing, I've been trying to organize my stuff where if I've used the paint, I put it over to my right. In front of me, I have a bunch of paints over here, over there. Oh no, birdie! So it keeps me like, okay, so if this paint I've already used, I can easily find it. Now I got these two dry brushes. Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to get some Trollshire orange. I'm going to dry brush orange on like another layer of orange onto those little headdress things. Now for the shade, I actually used Griffhound orange. Ooh, that came out pretty thick. So get that, and then I swirl around. I tried to use like one paper towel for all my dry brushing, just so like it makes it easier. So see, get most of that paint off. You can kind of wipe it on the glove. It doesn't work so well, but it is alright. And then once I hit those areas, it doesn't look like it's doing that much. I guess it's a good thing. That means that that Griffhound orange is very close to Troll Slayer. Just should be a little darker. So I'm gonna, yeah, it's showing up. So I'm trying to keep this in focus best I can. I'm not good at that. I generally paint more towards my lap. So, oh jeez. Okay. Sometimes you feel it hit another part of the armor, like, ah, crap, I don't want to. I mean, I'm going to repaint, or not repaint, I'm going to brighten up the armor anyway, so it's not a big deal if I get it onto, yeah, I need a new Troll Sign. I need Earthid, Troll Sign Orange, I need to make a shopping list. Paints I need. I don't have any music running, because I am really new to this Twitch thing, and I sent an email to one company, like, hey, how do I... There's a way to stream with your music, and they're like, if it's not monetized, I don't know if this is monetized because it's my first stream. So, am I making any money off this? I doubt it. If you read the about me, I am not in this to make money and be the best Twitch streamer that is. I'm just here to. I think a podcast I follow called Trapped Under Plastic from Miniac and Ninjon on YouTube. They're really cool guys. They're really great painters. It is hobby hangouts, like having virtual hobby friends and talking, shooting the breeze and painting. That's kind of how I want to treat this. Is just share my hobby with people, because like I kind of just when I paint, man, I zen out and go by myself, and I don't talk to myself anyways. But I mean, I'll like talk my way through working on a. No, what do I need this? I need that. So I end up talking anyways, and like I like to teach in a way, and this is less stressful than like trying to put out YouTube videos, I think. So the schedule that's on there is it's not like a definite I'm going to be following, because there's certain days things might change up. I'll try to keep people posted, whatnot. Like I have Friday on there, but sometimes my Fridays I hang out with my friend Tim, and some days I don't know. Sorry, I'm trying to keep this in view. I apologize, guys. I say guys again. I don't know how many of you watching. I think you can see one viewer. Hi, viewer. So like I said, this is me hobby hangout. I'm alone when I paint usually, anyways, when I get back home from work. So all right. So generally, when I'm doing layering of like dry brushing different shades of things, I will go straight into the other color, which will be Fire Dragon Bright, and directly dip my dry brush in the pot, close it up, and kind of swirl it around. So this one I want to be a bit lighter. There. And see, it's rubbing that stuff off. And so it looks a little bit much. So maybe one more pass. And I'm just going to take it and a little bit lighter pressure this time, because I don't want to hit the armor, because that will really show up. So if you're joining me, I don't know really how, like, if I keep repeating my process. I put a chat in there to give you guys a heads up. I do have 5 dogs in the house, and if they hear a noise, they're going to bark at the noise. I will do my best to to mute them, but it might be slow, fast, depending on what thing I'm doing. I don't have 2 cameras up. I did plan to, but I don't have enough USB ports for like 2 cameras and the microphone and my mouse. So my setup is in the works. I actually have a USB little thing on the way today, but it has not showed up. It's raining in Florida, so yeah, I live in Florida. I am your average Florida painter. A little above average, maybe. I don't know. I did a really good face recently, so that's my claim to fame. I like the face that I did. Again, I don't know how views or how chatting works. If you want to ask me any questions, please go ahead. I've gotten the paint bug a lot recently. It started when I first saw the Dominion set. I was like, wow, those I already like Stormcast in a way. I'm a fan for the good guys and the armor kind of stuff. I have Space Marines. I also have Tau too, and I have Seraphon. Seraphon are not entirely good guys per se. They are Order, as they would describe in Age of Sigmar. But I saw the Dominion, and I was like, wow, I think I'm actually going to rubbed off that shade. See, let me replay that shade over on the back. I saw the Dominion, I was like, oh wow, these guys are cool. And then like I found out more about Stormcast. Like, yeah, there's some that are like hunters, they wear cloaks. I'm like, oh man, that's even better. Like, and so I get the Vanguards, and those guys actually had cloaks built on them. Now these guys I had to make cloaks for, the Vanguard hunters. I think they should have, or Vanguard Raptors. I think it should have came with cloaks, but it's neither here nor there. Let's wash it off my brush. So I kit bashed. I made a lot of green stuff cloaks. Come on. It's real dangerous when I'm working with one hand sometimes. So I made those green stuff cloaks for all of my Stormcast because I want them to primarily be hunters, to be the wildmen. I have lore for my Stormcast that I will post up on my Instagram and like all that kind of stuff eventually. Like I actually have ideas. It's cool when a certain concept of sparks in your brain just kind of keeps snowballing. I guess is the way I want it, snowballing down. Like I had an idea for who gets recruited for the Storm Host, what they do, their plans, how they stay somewhat sane by being reforged. For all those weird words I'm using from Age of Sigmar, The Stormcast Eternals are basically heroes that are, right before they die, are kind of zapped up to heaven in a way, I guess. I don't know how you describe that, but it's they're zapped up, and they're reforged into superior warriors for a god named Sigmar. And unfortunately, they are somewhat immortal, but unfortunately what happens is the more you're reforged, the more problems you get in your head. Now, I'm going to let that clip dry, so we're going to work on it. That's what I think what I want to work on right now. I'm looking at him. I'm going to work on the leather, because that way I can cover up any mistakes I have later with my Grey Knight Steel refresh. Now I'm looking for my paint, and I think I'm going to do a Scrag Brown as the lining for the leather. Just going to swap this up, get the palette in there a little bit. So I'm using a Ralph Lauren one, or is it called Raphael? I don't know. So put that right there. And then, oh, got some paint on my finger. It's smoking out pots, man. Paint gets wasted on the way. Dip my finger in water, swirl around, and spin, spin, spin. And I'm gonna wipe off a little bit on the glove. Let's work on that leather. So, basically edge highlighting the leather as best as we can. If I get quiet while I'm doing some of this stuff, I apologize, because I do a method I learned in the military where it's when you're shooting to get a better, smoother trigger pull and everything like that. You hold in your breath, let out a little bit, and then you do what you're trying to do. And I use that a lot in my painting, because sometimes my hands get a little shaky. I'm not going to lie, I don't know why. I do not know why. But they do. So I often end up pulling my breath a lot as a reaction to making sure I'm not losing it. Just a little bit on the edge. Let me see. See that little bit of dip right there. Let's see. Get that thing over. There we go. I do these little lines along the leather to make it look a little more worn. And also cover up the mistakes. And trust me, if you're going to watch me, I will make mistakes. I will be sloppy. I did say I'm an average painter. There are way better painters out there, but hopefully I entertain you enough. I tend to be goofy while I paint. My wife hates that because I'm not goofy anywhere else. Like, I don't find a lot of things. I don't act goofy at home a lot. There we go. So a little lining. But it is tough doing the edge highlight on these stupid builds. And honestly, you don't need to in a lot of ways too. Like, I'm doing this, but I'm like, are people really going to pay attention to that? They might. I mean, I'm not painting these for a competition. I'm not. See, I got freaking Scrag Brown on that armor piece. There we go. Yeah. Hold on. Let's see. I should be able to paint over that pretty easy though. It's yeah. I got most of it. It's okay. Oh. See it being goofy. Oh, sorry, pulled that a little bit too close to me. I tend not to be very goofy. Sometimes. while I'm painting, because I kind of have to be in a way, because what ends up happening when I paint, I'm trying to see how to get to these. It's not the mistakes I make that make me goofy, but the stuff that happens, like when I was making YouTube videos, I dropped a scalpel on myself twice. Like, I can't explain why or how I do that so easily, but I did, and it's okay. I didn't get hurt. Well, I mean, I got a little blood, but a little blood never hurt nobody. A lot of hurt blood will kill you, though. At least the loss of a lot of blood. So, yeah. These ones are a little bit weirder. I like they try to go with, like, to make, like, they don't even, obviously it's a 3D model in general, but, like, they went with depth of, like, the leather overlapping. It just makes it hard to paint. So I got the belt, the leather things. Anything else? It's not the best, especially right there, man. I messed up right there. It's okay. Okay. Tis all right. Mistakes happen. I am checking the chat, so if anyone chats, if I take a long time, it's over to my left, so I have to like look over and take a look. I said look twice. For this one, what I'm gonna do the edge highlight, but I'm gonna have to come back, take care of that little silver piece right there. Is on the leather when it should be on just the armor. And then we'll do some little cross hatches, little lines, and make things nice, make it look good. As long as this one I can do it, I can cope up with that. Make it look a little warm. There we go. Alright, guys, built. I see a lot of paint on that edge, so I'm gonna do that. Sometimes, I mean, it seems like a waste of paint, but you don't want too much paint on your tip. But what ends up happening is you glob it on there. It looks bad. Not trying to look bad, we're trying to look good. Let's see. Oh, okay, if anyone knows, and by anyone I mean probably like the 1 or 2 viewers I have, maybe, what the heck that little box is? Is it a box of like holy things? Is it a box of arrows? I mean, a very tiny box of arrows. What in the box is it? What's in the box? Is it a reference to what movie is it? 7? Yeah, I think it's 7. Creepy movie. Not a big movie watcher. Like, you need to pull teeth to get me to go a lot of times. It's not like I don't like movies. It's just I'd rather be doing something else. Like, I'd rather be painting. I'd rather be playing a game. I find my mental. I don't want to be entertained. I want to be doing things while I'm entertained, I guess I should say. So, yeah. Okay. Not bad. Think of that. Now we can go back to this guy who's got tons of little shits on him. I'm going to try to touch his cloak. It's still drying. You know what might help me with that? Lie that down. Yeah, let me wash it out real quick. I'm going to get these little holders. That way I don't end up touching his cloak as much. Alright. Edge highlights. Edge highlights. Oh. Freaking phone bar is going away. I'm going to have to switch that. I think I know a way to easily do that too. Like right now, the bar that is holding the web camera is in my face. And I know why. So you guys can get good shots of these models. But it is distracting. So I don't want to be distracted too much. Well, I think that being as precise as I could do with that one. Okay, it's the leader, buddy. Better on the leader. There we go. Just a little bit. And it's the lines. Wipe off excess, just do those lines. Little H lines. Make the leather and the mistakes look better. Alright. Come on. I hope this is working. I could be just talking to myself right now. I was really recording on this stream thing. It said stream, so. Oh, hallelujah. Sorry, I dropped my pen. I'm sorry, not a pen, but my brush. And it rolled over my arm. It almost fell on the ground. Which is, yesterday it fell a lot. I got nerve damage in my hands or something. When I was in the military. And anytime I drive, I tend to lean my elbows on things. And that cuts off a lot of, oh man, his glove's going to be difficult, I just realized. I cut off like the nerve. I don't know, I do something. And surprisingly, the doc's like, well, we just subscribed like vitamin B to you, but you drink plenty. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, you have, like, you know, like, how many energy drinks do you drink? I drink a lot. And I still do, which is probably bad for me in the long run. As well, there's enough vitamin B, it didn't cause permanent damage. So, hey guys, energy drinks can't help you. Granted, I still need to go on a vitamin supplement to get it better, and I should go back. Since, you know, nerves are important to the body. Lines. Alright, I got this. Breathe. I got someone on. It's okay. Yeah, see what I mean by too much paint? It happens, though. It's alright. It's alright. Let's see, little. Yeah, not bad. This guy was a little bit tougher. Luckily, though, that cloak covers up most of the back leather, so yay. Don't have to worry about back leather. Nobody likes back leather. Let me see something real quick. Oh. I guess the viewer is me who I've been talking to. Wonderful. It's okay. It's whatever. Let's watch this off. Let me post on social media. Hey guys, I'm live right now. Let's see. Oh, okay, cool. Wait, no, not. Sorry, I'm working on my phone right now. Let's see things. I apologize. I don't know. It's all sorts of weird stuff. Oh, so looking at social media. Yeah, see, I say you guys. Again, I don't think there's any of you here, but it's whatever. Those dragons look pretty wicked. Pretty wicked. Sound like Seuss there. Alright, so that was Scrag Brown. Now we're thinking of highlight with a Deathclaw Brown. I just like the name Deathclaw because it reminds me of Fallout. I am a fan of Fallout. I don't need as much since these are going to be more for like the very, very peak highlights. Oops, sorry, I shook the camera a little bit. That's it. There we go. A little bit there. 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 Down there. Not like using this mainly just to draw attention to some spots. You don't need it for everything. And its subtleness is often overstated. So maybe you'll see it like the top of it though. Just the tippy top. Just that tippy top. Do I even need to talk to myself until I get a viewer? I don't know. I mean, what's the point of Twitch if you don't talk to people? I don't know. What is the point of Twitch? Like some people use it as steady income. That's pretty cool. I don't even think I'm going to supplement my income with this. I doubt it. Like I said, I am not here for glory. Now, if glory happens, I will not shy from destiny. But I'm not expecting it. I just want to share my hobby with you guys, and I hope this is doing okay. I hope this looks. I got a new freaking 4K webcam. It better look good. Yeah, the goat. Oh, this guy has his glove too. Oops. Well, oops, I haven't done anything wrong. Yes. Oops, I forgot the glove. Okay, this bar has got to freaking go. There's no way I can twist all this shit around, make it easier. Alright, that should be all the leather bits. You can see the cloak is drying now. I'm just not going to do anything to it yet, because it's probably still pretty decently wet. So what do I want to work on next? I think I'll do the armor next. So I'm going to use Grey Knight Steel. See, actually, is that what I want to do? Do I want to do the steel? I mean, let's do the metal pieces of the gun. Spin the pallet around. Put a drop there. Let's see how it goes. Da 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 da. Okay, thinking. Ooh, nope. Don't want to do that. Alright, so we got this. I have, what is it called? Plate mail metal from Army Painters. I do like Army Painters metals. That is what I use for a lot of like the gun pieces. So we're going to start layering it back on. I'll leave a little of the dark areas in there. A little tougher than all, but I have a good brush. I have a good brush. Let me get this in view. Perfect. Not perfect. Good. Good. Look at those little hash marks. Because I honestly kind of suck at metal now that I think about it. Like making a sword, like I could paint it all in one color and then shade it. But then like if it's so bright, like am I ruining the effect by reapplying the metal? So I'm still learning. So never let painting become boring enough that you stop learning how to paint. I'm always still learning, still trying new things. This actually, this Twitch is technically a live thing or a new thing. Who knows? Let's see. I did drill out the barrels. I don't know if it's magical arrows, but I'd still drilled out the barrels of my crossbow. Seeing, what else is what's going on? Huh. Well, that's a good thing that people can hear me. I'm having a tester right now check out whether or not I am doing this okay. I'm sitting because there's no one else in chat as far as I know. All I see is myself as a viewer. So, like, who knows? There's more people watching this than I know. Hey, guys, say something. I don't freaking know. It's new to me. What's that thing like with the Harry Potter? Like, I tried, therefore you can't criticize me. Let's make sure I get these in shot. That's one thing I get used to, is making sure stuff stays in shot. Because I am bad at that. Alright. So I think the metal's pretty much picked out there, and I think while I'm at it, I'll get these little freaking buttons. Oh, excuse me. Get these buttons and we'll shine them up. Shine them up. Shine like a diamond. Nope, that's the wrong song. It's okay though. Okay, oh, we got one little button. Right. Oop, there. Who says I don't do details? Mother frick. Bird's got metal on his wing. How to fix that? Alright. Okay. Let's go on these guys. Same thing. We'll work on the metal. And this is how so this is batch painting at its smallest in a way, because like I'm only doing 3 guys, but they are bigger guys, so. But that's how I batch paint. I work on one piece. I get all the details of the paint I'm using on the one piece, and then I go to the next. But hey, who knows? Who knows? Oh, And that's none of that's in shot. I'm sorry, guys. Still learning just a wee bit. Just a wee bit. But like I said, this isn't. I'm not being like super serious with this. Like I just want people to enjoy. If they want to watch me paint, they can watch me paint. That's really about it. Doesn't have to be more than that. It's just a desire to watch someone create. That's all you have to do. And it doesn't even have to be that big of a desire. So I want to enjoy my dulcet tones. Oh, that's a little bit too much, a little bit too much. It's okay, I can clean up brown later. So being a average painter, you make mistakes. It happens. No, don't. Ouch! Sorry, I'm sitting on my foot. Don't freak out over mistakes, because what you can do is repaint over them. Yes, it adds more steps than you really want to your painting, but it's okay. It happens. If you let it freak you out, where it destabilizes your painting, makes you not want to paint. The problem is you're always going to make mistakes. Well, not always. That's incorrect. But mistakes happen. And the more you just accept it, the more fun this hobby becomes, and the less stress you are. Like I've gotten a lot less stress with this hobby now that I've started to, like, you know what? I don't need 1,000 subscribers. I don't need 1,000 followers. All I need is just to have fun with it. If I'm having fun with it, then I succeeded at my hobby. Because if you fail at a hobby, it can be rough. And I'm starting to think about words right now. And like, you have things like gaming. You can fail at gaming in a way, that's kind of tough. Like, then there's a comedian that's like, he was talking about how like video games are a unique medium because you can fail at the video game and not progress. Like there's no movie where you had to take a quiz in the middle and like, all right, who's the main character? What was this plot point about? And like you can't watch the movie unless you pass it. Where like video games, you can literally be stopped on a boss. So, I thought it was funny how like I talked about that. Like, you know, it's just a very unique medium. Now, I think he was more criticizing it, to be honest. Now that I don't know if I'm remembering it right, but it still was a unique perspective. And even if he was criticizing it, it's still, it's still valid. You can talk about it. You just don't have to say, hey, I disagree with one. You can disagree with one point, but agree on another. That's the interesting thing about humanity and people in general. But go away. You never know. Oh. Okay. Sorry. You guys probably gonna hear some noises from my house. Like my phone, my computer. Like me yelling that I just got freaking metal paint on the wood. It's okay. I can paint brown again. It's okay. There we go. Alright. I think that metal's done. Now that I made so many of mistakes, I use a different watering pot. Is this the right word? For my metals, because the metal flakes tend to get in stuff. Stretching. Oh, so I have to stretch a little bit. Crack your neck. Oh, some of my stuff gets stiff. Alright. So, what does wood look like? I do have the dryad bark here somewhere. Let's catch that flesh. Let's touch up that leather real quick. In some spots then. Okay. Just a little. Pop it open. Get a little dip. Put it there. Woo! And close. There's the dryad bark. Get some water. Thin down that catachan flesh. Oh, I used catachan flesh for my leather. So that's why I am reapplying it to maybe a leather spot. So like this guy. I have to do it right there because that gold is technically not supposed to be there. And you notice how acrylic paints are a little bit opaque because you can still see that gold underneath, but that's okay. It's okay, he said it's okay. I actually think I need to apply much more than that. No, I'm looking. Yeah, no, I did pretty okay. Alright, cool. That's a waste of catching, which was alright. Alright, so dryad bark. I just don't know what the highlight on dryad bark should be. What color would look good with this brown? A tan, maybe? I do not know. So, let's see. We shall cover that up. Perfect. Like it never existed. I think I actually use like wildwood as the base for this. So maybe the dryad is the highlighted up. Sorry, I'm doing a lot of that breathing thing right now. So again, in there, the spots that are more delicate than I would like. Actually, it turned out pretty good. I don't think I have to do much more than that. Maybe a slight edge highlight of some kind of tan. Oh! Let me take a look. Let's see what I got. Gorther's always good. Oh, what about this dark red Doomble brown? A mahogany? Well, you know what? I can try it. And the thing about paint is you can paint over paint. So guys, never be afraid to experiment a little bit. I mean, if you're really afraid of making a mistake, still experiment a little bit. I mean, if we're afraid of every little thing in this hobby, it wouldn't be a hobby. Again, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. I'm just going to give you suggestions. I'm checking my viewer thing to see if I got viewers, and I don't. Yeah, I don't know if we're supposed to see them though. Either. So I don't know. No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I guess, you know what? I'm going to try to pull back a little bit. There we go. So I tend to be pulling back here, so that way you guys can still see what's going on. Twitch says you should stream for like 2 hours, which, yeah, I paint for like 2 hours, so. Or more. I generally paint for more. At least, yeah, Stone Photo is cool. Got Riders in the Storm stuck in my head. Yeah, about the music. Like, I would have some music going on, but I don't know what is allowed and what I can't. They kind of said, hey, you can use our music if it's for background and not monetized, but I don't know if this is considered monetized or not. I mean, if I get a subscriber, is it technically monetized? I don't know. I don't need a subscriber, but, you know, hey, I'm thinking ahead. I don't want to get... the company in question is called Supergiant Games. They make Bastion, Hades, Pyre, Transistor. I think that's it. But their soundtracks are incredible. Like, I think Darren Korb is his name. And they're just super good video game soundtracks. Chill out too. Some are catchy as hell. See, let's try this Doom Bowl Brown as an edge highlighting. Get away, bug. Ooh, that's very rich. Very rich. Let's see. Put the dry bark back. Let's see if we can water this down a bit. Ooh, I don't know, it's kind of stark contrast. Well, you know what they say, contrast is good. Alright, so we are going to lightly get rid of more of that. Lightly run across the edge of the brush. I don't know if that even showed up that well. Huh. Not bad. Oh, hold on. Oh, hey, Wookie. Hey, no worries about logging on, man. Sorry, the dogs are barking. Cora, it's okay, baby. It's okay. My pups are afraid of thunder. So, try this Doom Bowl Brown on highlighting the edges. And I don't know. It's like a dark on a dark, so it's kind of hard to tell. Oh, Cora, your life is so hard. Oh, I talk to my animals too. I apologize, guys. Oh, shh. It's okay, Cora. It's okay. I can't. As I talk, she barks back. Cora! Sorry, I can't really show you them either. I don't, like I said, my camera setup is not the best. I also promised my wife I would keep the video coverage of the house to a minimum. With all our dogs, we tend to be a little bit messier, and I don't want to make my wife angry. I kind of have to live with her. So, it's a really dark red. Dark brown red. I can't really tell with it. Oh, baby, it's okay. It's okay, baby. You're a girl, Cora. I'm just gonna go with it. Looks good enough. Doesn't distract away from the rest of the stuff, so it's a good edge highlight. Bring some richness to it. Oh goodness! Oh, my dog's not talking. You're having fun without us? No, jerk. I try to keep track of the chat. I apologize, I get distracted. I don't see what's going on. Let's rub a little bit more off on that one. Let's see. Oh, that would be the puppy. We have a, oh, it's a 9-month-old hound dog mix. Who is cute as a freaking button and has destroyed so much stuff in my life at this point. I love it for it. Oh, that's a lot more than I really want to. It's okay though. Yeah, it doesn't really show up too much. It's not bad though. It's a good shade, I guess. There we go. Yeah, so man, those dragons came out today for the preview for the dragons for the Stormcast, and I am over the moon. I love dragons, and like I love all the beasties that the Stormcast already have, which is pretty cool. So like dragon riders and dragon captains and stuff like that. Just right up my alley. Alright. I think it's good for highlighting. So yeah, I mean, and the big dragons too. Oh, they're getting excited. They hear me doing stuff. They were just out though, so they should calm down. One moment, please. Ah, Cora. Shh. Leia. Go lie down. Go lie down. Shh. Sorry, guys. If they get too much, tell me. I can try to mute. I can try to reach over and mute my button. Say mute them. Oh, my butt. Alright, so got the metal, got that. You know what? Let's work on the blue before I work on my other metal. That way if I make any mistakes with the blue, I can cover it up. So I got Calidor Sky. I've already did a Cantor Blue as a base. And now I'm going to do a little bit of Calidor Sky. Kind of like a spherical highlight. This is shoulder pads. It's kind of got to show up in a circle. Oh, I get that real thin. Real thin. Alright. So Make sure you guys can see that. Oh, puppy. I know. Life is so hard with free food and plenty of other sisters to play with. So you see, I'm not going all the way down. I'm not going all the way up. Just kind of making this one spot a wee bit brighter. Okay. Alright. So we're going to get in here a bit. This could get a little tricky. Not bad. Okay. Whew. So far, so good. Big point not to go all the way down. Leave a little bit of that dark line to give you contrast and a shadow, basically. And you do it with thin paint because that way it gives that blend a little bit better of like as it dries on. You can do 2 coats to make it smooth. 2 thin coats does really help. Sometimes you need more depending on what you're doing, like glazing or glazing basically. Hate glazing. Hate wet blending. This guy, what's the technique I got one better? Like I can do it as base form, but it's not my forte. You notice I have Techless blue on here as well. Basically, I'm going to mix it in with some of the Calidor Sky to get the third little highlight. So I'm making sure it's still smooth, okay? So my Stormcast Eternals, I call them the Gray Vanguard. 1, because the armor is very grayish. 2, I am somewhat basing them off the Grey Wardens from Dragon Age. Dragon Age is one of my favorite fantasy worlds. Mainly because like it's one of the few games like I were introduced to and I got into. Love the characters, I love the relationships, I love the story. Like that was my introduction to like dark fantasy in a lot of ways. Whereas Dragon Age, well, there's some cool concepts. There's definitely some harsh moments. And see, this is why we do the blue. I did cover up some of the metal armor, which is fine. That's why I did the blue first. I haven't highlighted back up with my metal yet, but I will. Yeah, no, I love Dragon Age. Like if there was a Dragon Age freaking game, oh man, I'd be all over that. Like I love Star Wars too. I'm into Star Wars Legion. You guys will see that eventually here. I'm probably gonna build the lat here soon. My friend Tim got me. So see, like you do that blue. If you can tell, and like you leave that little line around. It just looks like that shadow, and it works pretty well. It kind of looks like bad painting in a way, because like, oh, you left a part unpainted, but no, you left it there to give because at a distance that's going to look like it's shaded. Less like it's not painted, let more of its, that is the line of shadow from the armor. Like something like that. That's a lesson I've had to learn. Like, my brain's like, oh, you didn't paint. It's like, no. I left it purposely unpainted, brain. Leave me alone. I'm sorry, guys. You keep hearing my Discord. I should mute that, I'm pretty sure. The thing I kickstarted, I guess they're re-releasing the... Sorry, the model started to fall. They're re-releasing the rules because they kind of make some mistakes. It's a great game though. Sea of Legends. You're a pirate. Yarr. So, for those that are serious painters, I do recommend Cora. Come on, Cora agrees to get a serious painter. No. Well, I mean serious paintbrush. I mean one that costs a little more. This is a Raphael. I'm sorry, I keep calling it Ralph. Ralph Lauren. Raphael. Saves like $20. It keeps a tip much better than the other ones. It really does. Now, I do use a lot of like GW brushes. Like you use their shades, their layer brushes, their base brushes, their eye brushes. But like, I'm trying to get myself to use this more expensive brush. One, because I bought it, I need to use it. Not just save it for the best. But two, because it allows me to work on my brush control a lot better. Like really, this is a bigger brush, but I can pinpoint a lot more things because that's a finer point. Still do some coverage. Still might use more like a crappier brush for like base coating things and whatnot. I have my airbrush as well that I do use. Don't know how well it's going to work on this string because I have a limited space in my hobby area is my living room, hence why you hear the feisty puppies over there. The baby just needs so much attention. She's fine, trust me. I love her every day. I give her plenty of treats. She's okay. Yeah, so my hobby area is living room. Was in the garage, but it's hot in the garage, and the AC that was in there was not working as well as it should be. So we're going to get a little bit more. There we go. Try and look over there and now see like viewers and chats and all that kind of stuff. So if I missed your stuff, please bear with me. I don't have it in front of me. That's an idea. I'm working on like I put my phone up high so I can like look up and see. Oh hey, so and so chatted. Okay. So that is mainly the blue. Now what I'm gonna do? Actually, I don't even know if I wanted to go any further than that. I think that's good enough. It's a good solid blue. It doesn't distract from the rest of the color scheme. You know what? I don't think I need to go brighter. We're going to stop there and clean off my brush. And that's something you can make as you paint. When you're looking at things, don't like, oh, I need this. I need to go like 3 extra layers. No. If it looks good, you don't think it needs anything else, stop. I mean, later we can always touch it up if we need to, but don't overdo it. Ugh, sorry, cracking my fingers. I have an old man. Look, achy parts. I'm actually going to grab just some water real quick. All right. Excuse me. I think now I tackle the metal a little more. I'm realizing I missed some parts of the plate metal, so my metal water. It is many other painters will recommend as well 2 different paint cups. Some won't, some will. I will tell you that I have noticed that my normal paints tend to get shiny if I can mix the waters. Let's do that. Yeah. So you gotta keep them separated. Do 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 do. Alright, let's play. Don't want copyright infringement. I don't know how that works, man. That's the main reason why I feel bad. Like if this is really boring, like you would love background noise, I'm with you. I just don't know what I can use. So let's see. Let's work on that. Do I need to work on the bronze really? I think I do. So now this Castellix bronze. Basically, it's the bronze I already used. I'm just going to reapply it to brighten it up around the edges. Now, my bugger. Sorry, drop this. Now my leader unit does not have bronze. He has gold. He's special. Alright. There we go. Oh, and up here as well. So let's edge highlighting. Oh, I think the Amazon package have arrived. So pups are about to go berserk, I bet. So I am ready on that mute button. There we go. Nice and shinier, just a little bit. Not a lot. Don't have to like make it too shiny. Just enough. So keep dropping stuff. Oh, I lied. I used a little bit of bronze on my leader. Like these little arm things. I know, she's so sad. I promise you, I'm not abusing her. She's just being a sad, sad puppy. Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious. So I'm just, so I'm just like, in a few areas, just making it a little bit brighter. Nothing too drastic. There we go. Alright. Oh, and we have your leader. Thank you for reminding me. Alright. Atoka, sit down. If you were to look over at her right now, she's just on the couch, ready to jump over. Because that is what she does. She jumps. She's a bad puppy. She's a gorgeous puppy. She's a bad puppy. Good dogs. Come on. Come on, pups. Be quiet. It'll be all right. Calm down. All right. I think I got it. So wash it off in the metal one. I have to remind myself because otherwise I will put it in the one that I don't want to put it in. Let's see. Feel like I'm gonna do this orange over here on the shoulder pads, and some of the guys got the knee stuff. I'm gonna take care of that. The Troll Slayer right there. Try to get you guys to see kind of like my. So I go through a lot of wet palette stuff. I'm probably not using this entirely correctly, but it keeps the stuff on the palette a lot wetter longer. Like, I don't see like it staying days. I think it's how I'm using it raw too, is that maybe lasts a day. Depends on like how big of drops it is, but there we go. Just slightly brightening the tops of the thunderbolts. Make them pop. Poppity pop. And get his stupid knee. Because I messed up on that knee. Now, a lot of people will talk to you about paint styles. And I would say I don't really have one. Besides that, I like to use orange in a lot of the things I'm painting. Sorry, I was checking to see if you guys can still see me. Like, a lot. Like, even in my Rune Wars stuff, which is an old game, old failed. I like to use orange. In my Clone Army, there's orange. In my Seraphon, there's orange. Oh, you guys weren't able to see any of that. In my Stormcast, my pop color became orange. I think it was kind of to get away from like I said, I'm basing these guys a little bit on the Grey Wardens, and they're generally like a blue-white color scheme, which I have done. But that was to kind of give them a little bit of uniqueness. So yeah, I'll let that dry for a second. Because remember, if you paint over something too fast, and a lot of painters will tell you this, it creates a texture because you basically knock the paint out of where it was. So you kind of get these weird, like, cratery lines that show up funky. Sorry, rested my back for a second. Evie, quit it, baby, please. For daddy. Come on. Be quiet. Be nice. Be nice. Sorry, they're staring me down. Oh, I saw some flash. I don't know what it was. Who knows? Okay, let's get back to it. So waiting for that orange to slow down. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the gold. Now, I've been using this. Oh shit, where'd it go? There we go. Using this. Oh dear lord. I'm using this green stuff for gold, which is a great gold. Problem is, it's a slightly different. It's more greenish than it is a reddish gold. So with the gold I base with these guys, it's more of a reddish. So generally, I could do this, or I could go with Gehenna gold, which I'm going to try Gehenna gold with these guys, see if that's any better. So there we go. It is more of a reddish gold, so put that there. Goodness gracious. You guys are in the choir of the angry puppies over there. It happens. Alright, so spin that mix together a little bit. Get some water in there, mix together. There we go. And spin and twist. Spin and twist. Spin and twist. You want a 5 point. Alright, so I'm gonna hit these hamas on the shoulder pads. Sorry, I don't think you guys can see that. Oh, you can still see, you can see it now. Light touches. Head back here a little bit. Alright, hopefully that's better. I apologize for that, guys. And if you heard me yelling, I apologize for that as well. So he's back to this guy. Oh yeah, I got these. This stupid thing. I'm just gonna hit the very tips of that. There we go. Cool piece a little bit. Edge of the handle. Just try to make things a little brighter. That's all. Just a wee bit brighter. And the thing about freaking Stormcast is they have a lot of gold on them in general anyways. Like all those leather pieces, I did in gold. Didn't need to, but I did. That's so good. The dogs are sleeping earlier, I swear. But such is life. So, on these guys, I'm noticing the very bottoms, there is some dustiness. I live in Florida, and if you don't prime at the exact right times in the exact right way, you end up getting dusty models. There's nothing to do about it. Besides learning to do better. So you just gotta be careful. I did buy some primer for my airbrush, so I'm gonna try that here relatively soon with some adjudicators. A good friend of mine he was getting rid of his Stormcast stuff, so I got some adjudicators. One's with the crossbows, one's with the normal bows, and then this hammer hand. So those will be good tests for my primer on the indoors. So you notice I didn't paint in like these little spots here. It needs a little bit of contrast for it. So let's get these pieces. There we go. And I think that should do it for the gold on this guy. Not too bad. Let me get a little more down the bottom. Ahsoka, please stop. You'll be fine, baby. You would think that I beat her every day. But that dog is so cute, I cannot lay a finger on her. And she knows it. She knows she can get away with a lot. There we are. So you could be asking, like, well, Sean, you said you got inspired by Dominion. Why aren't you working on Dominion? And I have been. But I need to take a break or I will burn myself out. So right now, I'm painting these guys. And then I think what's up next will be either the Praetors from Dominion or the Vindicator or Vindicard. I don't know. The guys with the spears. I thought the gold were Vindicators, but they're like Vindicars instead. Let's see, I did a little bit too much. I need to get that. I need to go back and cover that with blue. Ahsoka, it's okay, baby. See, just making things brighter. Basically, after you get the base and shading done and all that, all you're doing is coming in, making stuff pop. Covering up mistakes. There you go. I think it's all the gold on him. So I'm coming back and go with that blue. Kind of bummed I did that. That's another thing, learning like what steps what steps should you be doing at a time. Oh, I should do this part first, and all the inner, all the outer. What do you start with? And that can be actually somewhat paralyzing in itself, like analysis paralysis. Oh man, if I do this piece first, will that make that piece too hard? Will that make this piece too hard? Trying to figure all that out at once can be difficult. I think, guys, once I get this gold done, the dog's hurting me because I know what I say. I think I can switch to the be right back screen, because I'll be right back because I will let them out so they can play around for a little bit and let them back in. But while they're out, I will be here with you guys painting because they can basically be out. They'll be okay. It's a little rainy today, but they like it. I was letting them rub off my wife's blanket instead of mine. I'll tell her I said that. Perfecto. Alright. Almost there, guys. So I'm going to take a quick break. Yeah, I'll slide over that, unfortunately. That's my bad. And it happens. Alright, so there's the metal, or there's the gold. Just give me a second. See, this is what I guess. Yeah, see, it's lasting right now. Where I got decent bit of blue. fixed my mistake. So what I do when I get back, I'm gonna cover. You can go back over that orange, give it a nice coat, and we're gonna work on some other steps. So, hey guys, be right back. Alright, let the puppies run outside for a little bit. And like I said, I'm going to go back over those orange spots. Now that they've dried sufficiently. Because that's one thing I used to do is I ended up tearing up the paint a lot on my towel. There you go. Let's see, knee pads up. Oh, he does have a knee pad. Oh yeah, it's the knee pad that I did a little bit too much contrast on. Da-da-da. Go. Looks like my microphone's working. Let me see real quick. Making sure that mute works, and it does. Well, hello, Harley. I got the old lady right next to me. Good girl. All right. Let's wash this off. Let those dry, and I think now is the actual time for armor. The Gray Knight Steel. Probably one of my favorite metals right now. It's such a darkish blue. It's so cool. But hey, what's your favorite metal? Interaction. That's what we need. Alright. Thank you, Wookie. It's all about those little layers going up. Get some water in there. There we go. Spin and twist. Because we really want, for this armor, we'll be going over sections. We want to pick up those details. Let's start with the leader. Yeah, thank you very much, man. I appreciate you joining me for my first stream. It does mean a lot. I realized I probably streamed at a weird time. I mean, it's Monday at 3 p.m. Probably a lot of people are at work. I'm just realizing this now. So I think I will try to stream later in the day. And that might do better. And again, I'm not doing this for... this one right here. This is so. The Vanguard Raptors have 3 different forms. Well, 2 forms, I should say. There's ones with like Hurricane crossbolts, and then these 2 right. This one's the leader, and these 2 are like the his subordinates, I guess, because I guess the leader has the bird on him who can do things. I like it too. I like how they make It's a distinction, a real distinction among leaders. A lot of times, Warhammer models, you kind of get mixed up. Like, who is this leader? Oh, he has this slightly different helmet. Like, oh, that's great. Okay. So, they made a much better job of, like, choosing leader. What's weird is because that the bases are different. Like, so... It's just, that's weird. I haven't seen that before. 2 different bases within the same unit. It's weird. It's not weird. It's just different. I assume it's these are, I bought them from a Games Workshop store, so they are legal. You know, that's the big thing that's going on right now, is all the legality of 3D printed and whatnot. But yeah, I like this one. He's just holding the bird. I kind of wish he had a helmetless version. Like some like cool war, like Scar, like, you know, Genghis Khan kind of looking head or something. But I think they did that with the Warhammer. I think one of the White Scar Chapter Master. I think that one's got an eagle too. It's pretty cool. So see, I'm just hitting the flatter areas. Not really focused too much on repainting everything. Keeping some little shadows in. I just want him to look shiny. Gotta make it so my chat is like a tone or something whenever I get a chat. I guess that could be that though, like everyone starts chatting, that's like ding 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 ding. Don't want that. It's like for those detail areas, I don't go over too much with the metal. So I shaded these guys, my first iterations of them, which you can see this right here. Oh, almost freaking dropped it. This was my first iteration. It was a test model before the New Dominion came out. And I made some changes, like the leather is not lined with that whiter. It's more, I do more red leather now. And I think the blue is about the same. I think that's why I like decided on the blue. But here I did the Dracoff Nightshade as the base, and it's not bad. But I really love how the Griff Charger Gray, that's a contrast band, I use that as my shade instead of like a Dracoff, because I think it fills in and makes those details pop, like his abs, like the little ab armor or whatever. That pops out a lot more with the Griff Charger than it did with the Dracoff. So contrast paint, I mean, I don't say it was controversial when it came out, but you know, they didn't market it way too much as like, oh, the easy way to paint. And like, to be honest, man, sometimes those contrast paints are weird. Like, they don't look right or they don't work right. And so like, I'm finding different ways to use them, and one of those ways is as a shade over my base. Alright, really gonna spin this one, so I'm gonna get that fine tip. There we go. Run out of oxygen, that's okay. I'm gonna make sure. Yeah, that breathing technique is something I learned from the military. To steady your hand. Brush right here I'm using is Raphael #1, Kolinsky. I have a lot of like the Citadel dry brushes that I used earlier. I like this. I like the little shade brushes. This is their new color brand one. A lot of the base, like when I'm basing something, is this the right one? Yeah, this is the Army Painter Regiment. And is this a decent sized tip and all that? I use it to base a lot of things. And I also have like the detail Army Painter Kolinsky. This one I like using for eyeballs, masterclass. I did order some red grass game brushes, a 0 and a 1. Like it's the you'll never have to use another paint set again kind of brush. And I'm curious to see how how those do, like how good the detail one is and how good the basic one is. Big thing is trying to leave those shaded spots. That's what I'm trying to run. This one, his one leg's a little bit dusty from the primer, so it doesn't show up as well, unfortunately. It's okay though. It happens. Everything was perfect, then it'd be boring. I get a lot of my mini painting tips, tricks, and all that from YouTube and certain YouTube artists. Miniac is one of my favorites, as well as Ninjon. As like I mentioned before, their podcast is one that I really like. And the idea, like behind me doing this, is I'm not in this for like I'm going to become the best mini painting streamer ever. Subscribe, blah 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 blah. This is I enjoy the hobby and I want to share it with people. And if you want to watch me paint, cool. Because I don't really do anything else on my days off. That sounded way more aggressive. But like, I sit here, I'll listen to music, listen to YouTube, and that'll be it. So like, this is my way of like, okay, let me involve people in my weird ass life. Yeah, it's strangers, but all I'm doing is painting. And like, if my family wants to jump on, well, of course they can. I mean, I have all my Instagram and YouTube, or Instagram and like stuff goes to my Facebook, so they know I had this stream. And I don't expect anyone to watch either. I expect if you want to have fun with me, go for it. Ask questions, like what you gotta do. Just keep this light and easy. Oh man, yeah, a wet palette. Like I said, I don't know if I use mine right. It's definitely worth it though, because it keeps the paint wet. It keeps the paint wet a lot longer while you're painting. Great for the blends and all that kind of stuff too. Oh man, yeah, the tiny brushes. I honestly would, if you can, like this. Okay, so this is a size 1, but like man, I think, and I realize who I'm talking to now too. This is a size 1, but because that point's so fine, I can't actually get like those little details in if you're close enough. Like just being able to go over the edges really easy with this it's much better than like that Army Painter Regiment brush that I have. Like with my like and being able to get between that neck would be a pain in the butt, but this one's just easy as shit. Easy as pie, I guess I should say. Not easy as shit. That's a little weird. The dogs are broken outside. I should probably let them in soon, but they'll be fine. Oh, they're clawing at the door. I think I got most of the metal on that guy where I want it. Let me get a little bit around that like bird eye. And see, I love another thing about the Stormcast too is that they have all like these animal themes on their armor. Is this really cool? There a little bit. Okay. Stupid little Roman crest. Oh, the hounds are at the gates. I'm gonna go let them in a second. So give me a moment. Alright. Yeah, I think I'm good with his metal. I'm gonna wash off the brush. I know. I was like, wait a minute. The picture looked familiar. And then I talked about it yesterday too, and then the Team Yankee said it. The Team Yankee tipped off. So I'll be right back, man. I gotta go let my dogs in. Hey, jerks! What? Oh my God, that hole is like a Alright, come on, Soba. Come here. Get in. Harley, that's not your food. That's actually Leia's food. Harley, don't go guarding the food. Ugh. Ugh. So I'm happy to stream. Thank you, Maggie, for being my test subject for the stream. Then, man. It's so weird. I know your first name is Patrick, but my brain still just whenever I any of my military friends immediately goes to the last name. The first name I just don't even recognize as real at this point anymore. Yeah, okay, I think I got him. So let's work on these guys now. I'm gonna freaking fix his knee pad. So it's gonna bother me for days on end. I'm gonna go off that one a little bit much. Spin and twist. Those habits die hard, man. Like, I don't know. I don't think this like records stuff at the beginning or whatever. But like, I talked about like, I did the mature content thing because like I curse. Like the military has taught me that cursing is a part of your vocabulary, whether you want it to or not. You will understand the cursing, or you will get the cursing. And like, it's so hard to control it at work and like around my like friends' kids. Like they was like, oh, hey, Mr. Rabbit, let me show you this cool thing. Like, yeah, that's fucking cool, man. I'm like, oh shit. And that's the thing. This falls with like a rapid lower. Oh, is there a Spotify thing on there? Hold on. If there's a Spotify thing, let me exit it out. Okay, let me exit it out. I actually emailed that company, like, hey guys, I would love to use your music. But they're like, hey, you can use it for this if you're playing our game, or you have it if you're talking about our game and things like that, or in the background for non-monetized. I don't know if I'm considered non-monetized, or if I can like volunteer myself for that. I don't know. Like, I kind of jumped into this without like really thinking about like a lot of the stuff besides, oh man, would I like music in the background? Yeah, but who knows? Don't know if that Spotify's gone now though. That's funny because it was like I wasn't playing on my part. I just had the Spotify up. Man, so like, I had a lot of water effects with these ones. I got that river running through on that guy, and like I got this little swamp basin on these two. And I tried this new. Okay, cool. That's must have been what it is, like, because I had it up. So hopefully it's gone now. I don't know, because I did close out at Spotify. Like, I did those water effects, and I ended up ordering like blue. It's called blue stuff from some company. And I think I got the wrong one. Like either they make like casts for stuff, because I wanted to make casts for like some of the cloaks, like the Vanguard cloaks. That the Vanguard hunters have really cool cloaks, and I was like, oh cool. I want to have more of those. Because I don't think because they're Games Workshop, I don't think they make stop crying. It'll be fine. I don't think they make actually STL files of those. I like to order them off Amazon. I get 5 cloaks is like $30. Oh, it is a Vallejo water texture acrylic, and what I've been doing is shoot, where is it now? Oh, don't tell me I threw away my sticky tack. I'm looking around. Let's see. Ah, crap. I don't know where I put it. All right, well. I must throw it away. So, it's the water texture acrylic. Ow, my toes! Crushed my toes. And then I use basically the sticky tack. And what I do is I line the base with sticky tack and try to seal it as much as I can. So that way the water texture has something to bump up against. When I do now for like this guy, you see I got that little pond right there. That I just did like a green stuff crater and then just filled it in. So like there's different ways to do it. The sticky tack seems to be working pretty good for like the more complicated stuff I've been trying. But like I tried Scotch tape. And it got weird where it still leaked out, but it left a film like lining that let me make a wall. I was like, okay, failure with a weird success. Like I failed at the original plan, but left me with a secondary plan. Yeah, so like, oh man, I can't believe it. I had a whole fucking little glob of sticky tack. I must have thrown it away by accident. Because like you can reuse that stuff for like ever. Oh no, I see it. It got in here somehow. Come on, give me mother bitch. There we go. Nope. There we go. See here. Let me put that down for a second. See it. This is just normal sticky tack. And kind of like stretch it out, warm it up. I'm gonna take my. Normally you wouldn't have your glove on for this, and then like you put it on the base, and like make that seal, and like I try to flatten mine out a bit more so it doesn't like overhang the base too much. So you create that seal, and then you pour the water in real slowly, and then sometimes it leaks out the bottom, like it leak out the bottom, like you don't create a perfect seal, but like it left just enough line of like whatever texture acrylic that it made another wall basically that I could use to refill it. So that is what I use for my water texture stuff. And then afterwards you can put Vallejo water texture acrylic, transparent water. Kind of put it on top. It creates like a little more movement-y effect to it. Now, I got those at a local hobby town. And like my local hobby town, they're big into miniatures and all that stuff. The thing is, they're like in Sanford, but like in the bad part of Sanford, so I don't want to go and get like robbed on like tournament night. So like I don't go there. Not like they're next to a Walmart, unfortunately. Dude, I love like the bird helmets these guys have. Like, so it's like I like the Dominion stuff and the fact that, or not Dominion, but like the Stormcast stuff. Like, it's not just like humans in armor; it's humans in like animal god armor kind of things. See, I got a little bit on the cloak, but I can fix that later. I still got dry brush the coats. Yeah, but like, okay, so like a perfect way. So spin it to a tip, and like I can get these little fingers. Pretty easy. So even with this bigger brush, it lets you do those details pretty well. Oh, I got some paint on that. Like if you look at some of my old Instagram stuff, like my Seraphon have some cool water-based stuff too. I wanted to do with my Paladors, the guys running like the windless hippogriffs, but like I didn't have any green stuff, and like I was impatient. I already glued them together. Yeah, man, so trigger finger breathing is what I use for almost all my painting. It surprisingly helps out a lot controlling the brush. So that's one thing I know is like I have like actually not, it's not too bad. I have a little bit of shaky hand syndrome sometimes. But It's one thing confusing about like Twitch, like what you cannot do. Luckily my friend's like he's a big YouTuber, so like he's like, hey, don't use this kind of music. I was like, okay. And I tried to find out, like, through the Supergiant, and that didn't really work out either. I think this one for main armors and belt done too. Yeah. I'm kind of dreading getting to these birds. Like I kind of want to do like this is a golden eagle, like a bald eagle, an osprey. Like I did like real life bird kind of things because like the parody purple that they did for theirs is not bad. I mean, it's like mystical birds or whatever. But like I wanted my guys to be hunters and like more realistic kind of. Realistic I can get with like giant crossbows and semi-immortal demigods who arrive on thunder, lightning, and bolts. I'm still working on Hell's Reach. I kind of stopped last night. As I was building the desk that my computer's on right now. That's when I was doing that. It's some pretty cool stuff, man. I finished Dominion, which is like the introductory book for this edition of Age of Sigmar, and I was actually pleasantly surprised. Like, I was gonna think that it was like being like a propaganda fest of like Stormcast are so great, yeah, we're the best Stormcast, but like it did not paint them in a flattering picture at all. Like, I don't know if you care about spoilers or anything. About Dominion, but like people are kind of scared of Stormcast. Like certain Stormcast groups, people are like, yeah, don't fuck with them. Like, you broke the law. Oh shit, I'm in so much. I gotta run now. Yeah, hell, it's a good story. I wish there was more Salamander 40k stories, but there's not. Apparently, like, the guy who did the main Salamander book is like gone or something, so like they haven't touched it since. Because actually, I read the Space Wolf omnibus like a long ass time ago. It was pretty cool. Right, all about Ragnar and all that. Back before Ragnar, maybe it was always a model, I don't know, but like it was before that one model came out with the Gazak Thrul. Hey, 2 hours. That's the suggested length to start, getting more people according to Twitch. Like, it's funny to me, is like I'm doing this, but like I've watched people paint, but like it's only when I'm painting do I want to watch other people paint in a way. Like, I know it sounds bad to say this on my own Twitch stream, but like I don't understand how people can just play a video game like when stuff was like I'm sorry, I'm stuttering here. XCOM 2 is one of my favorite games. And before it came out, I watched a guy play it because I had no other way to play it myself. So it's like, okay, I'm going to do this because I want to see how the game plays, all the stuff and all that. But like once it came out, like I'm watching the background of my own game, but it's not my full attention anymore. Like I want to be doing something. So it's funny to me, like, this people love this kind of content, which is cool. I mean, like, I'm doing it, which is, I can't complain, like, oh man, if people watch me, oh no, like, why would you watch me? Self-sabotage, but I admit to you, like, I don't understand people who want to. But, like, for me, like, I understand, like, my desire to want to share. So maybe there's people who can't, and, like, it's their way of, like, oh, hey, I'm part of the community somehow. I don't know. I'm waxing philosophical on a pretty mundane subject. That's what happens in my old age. I start to wax philosophical. I don't know what that even means. I'm just kind of making up shit with that word. Waxing philosophical. Being grumpy, as my wife would say. A grumpy old man. I think I did this already. Yeah. Not bad. And it's crazy how that shine up from that from the freaking base coat and then wash to that. Okay. So this is where I look at this and I go, what did I miss? Okay. Got the bronze, I got the metal, I got the wood, the gold, the base. I haven't put the plants on the base. I did the metal, the leather, the gold. I need to do the cape. I did the headdress earlier. Yeah, so I just need to do the cape. And I'm going to make it real simple. I'm dry brushing. I think I'm just going to dry brush Gorthor Brown. Yeah. So, ta-da. This is a small GW dry brush. Dry brushing feels like it's like a waste of money. Like, you put all that paint on there. Maybe I need to learn to put less, and then you just wipe it off. So, and now just dry brush that. So these cloaks were Green Stuff made. Hence they are, I don't want to say shabby, but I'll give it to GW. They make a mean cloak. And while I have the Gorfang, let me... Is that even making a difference? I know it's making a difference. I might need more. Because one thing I told myself is that, like, these birds are cool, but I don't want to spend 30 freaking hours on their like wings and shit. Like, it's like, I was like, oh man, I can make these look like super realistic. Oh, that's way too much growth thorn. I can make their wings super realistic and shit like that. But, like, that's time and energy away from, like, other projects. Like, I did a little black on the tips of the wings and dry brushing to get those details out now. I don't think I need to do more to make them look good besides, like, dot the eyes. Like, I think this looks like... You know what? Actually, no. You know what? That does look like a good bird, and I don't need to do that much more. That's all I'm going to say about that. Because, like, the more you spend time on small things like this, it's cool, and people can appreciate it. But in the long scheme of things, it's a blocker unit that I'm going to use to stop someone from charging my freaking marksman. That actually looks pretty good. Like, so... The analogy in my head I'm coming with is the more time I spend on those, the less time I'm trying to reach over that I spend on my Yndrasta. Now, if you look at her, she's a fucking wicked model, man. But I made a river. I'm going to do a whole river thing with her base. This is a little undead squirrel right there. That's such a neat little thing. So, like, I'm excited to paint her. I'm going to save her for the last of my Dominion. Only because it seems fair, but like, she's a cool model, man. There's some pieces I'm kind of like dread doing. But I'm definitely going to do kind of like the Osprey like wings, where like it's like the white on the inside, then brown on the ridges and all that. So she's going to be fun to paint. Like, no lie. Sorry, I'm knocking things all around here. Actually, now that I'm seeing that brown, I like it. I'm going to keep working on those birds a little bit. Just to kind of get things going. Well, let me get the other guy's cape. There we go. So technically, those two are done. That's the Golden Eagle. A little more dry brushing. This is the Osprey version. Might have to repaint the white on those a bit. They get a little dirty. These things are so spindly. But yeah, people spend a lot of time, like seeing like the GW official stuff is like, man, you really painted every little detail. It looks great. You know what it looks like? Busy as fuck. You know. I don't need my model to be that busy. They need to lay off on some of the stuff. To be honest, they do a little bit too much. More growth of brown. I figure out like what white I'm going to dry brush on the white part of these birds to make it good. Corax maybe, it's a bit brighter, but we'll see. But yeah, that's decent enough. I don't need to go in depth to those freaking feathers. They could take way too much time spent painting other stuff. Oh, how'd your D&D stuff go last night? Everyone still alive? Oh, damn. Yeah, that's the hardest part of getting a D&D group, man. It's like it's getting everyone's schedule to fit is a pain in the butt. Pain in the butt. All right. Oh, now this guy's cloaked. Now I need to wash that up. Like even like with me and my wife and then 2 other people, we still had scheduling issues. I kind of wanted to try. Let's see. Oh goodness. What did I want to do? Try it back. I think I do flayed one flesh. That could be interesting. White. And then yeah, let's try that. We're gonna try that. Experimentation. So for the white fur, I'm gonna try flayed one flesh, and then on top of that, I'll do like an Ulthuan or something, Ulthuan white, just to make it seem whiter. Oh, sorry, I'm way off camera. Well, that's not too bad. It's not too bad of a white pelt. So there, I should have an. Oh man, or I could do pallid witch flesh. Ooh, that could be interesting. I need to shake that up a bit. See, I think I'm a slow painter. Like I've just been doing the detail stuff, and like this is all I've gotten done today is like detail stuff. And I did some. Like, oh, actually, a palette witch flesh is nice. A nice white / not white. So the 2 painters that follow, Miniac and Ninja, like it's the idea of like what does your mind see, like how does it interpret this? I interpret that as white, like with little like brown undertones and things like that, but yeah, it makes sense. Actually, you know what, let's get crazy. Oh, I like it. Oh, I think I found my white for my birds. Oh yeah, I do like that. Actually, I think I might just do a lightest. Just the lightest of dry brushing. There we go. All right. See, this is why you have to experiment. It's like, if I just gone with Ulthuan, I think that would have been too white. This pallid witch flesh is just enough of the tan color that I think it looks more natural. Oh, too much. Shit. This is why you don't experiment. Because you fuck up. Ugh. I'm going to have to rewash that. That's what that's going to have to happen. Oh, yeah, because it looks great. Yeah, I'm going to rewash it. That's fine. Do I have to? Do I have to rewatch? Here. That's the question. Do I have to rewatch it? Is it good enough, recognizable as a bald eagle enough, that those feather mistakes don't really show up that bad? You know what? I think I covered up that middle one enough that it makes this like a single bright middle feather. Yeah. Nah, I don't need to rewatch it. I don't need to take extra time out of my day just to get those tail feathers right. It still looks like a decent bird. I'm going to say though, this osprey is looking pretty dandy with this white. Not bad. Okay, cool. There we go. Birds are almost done except for like that stupid claw thing, which I can do the claw thing. Put effort into it, put effort. I still gotta do their eyes, which is gonna be a bitch. Alright. So actually I think that does just leave the bird eyes. Maybe I can highlight the feet as well, maybe. I think. Stretching. Yeah, actually, let's see. I used Averland Sunset as the bird beaks, but I really like. Where's my Thongia? Where'd it go? Did I already use it? There we go. This is Hobgrot hide. It's actually like a decent yellow for like claws and all that. I think I'm gonna go with. I'm just going to reapply Averland Sunset to brighten up the claws back up. And I'm gonna do like a full thing. So that mix. We'll start with this guy. Alright, you're not going to see this, probably. But I'm wearing my goggles. The goggles, they do nothing. Oh god, I gotta get like real close. Everything's getting in my way. Alright. I don't know. Can you still see that? Yeah, kind of. Whew. Got it. Race. And, oh man, there's a lot of paint on that tip. There we go. Oh no. I can just go over that with black, that's fine. Okay. This claw is a little bit easier to get to in terms of vision. Need to zoom in. You can see that, yeah. Okay. Cool. Got that one. Again, we're going in. Birds. Bird. Smooth it out. Smooth it out. There we go. Wall down there. There we go. Easy peasy. Alright. And get it in close. Sorry, this is a lot more concentrated at this point. I'm just trying to get too many details out of there. All right, one more bird. Bird. I'm gonna do his beak real quick. All right, and going in close. Well, that's a bit bigger than I wanted to. That's okay. There we go. Not bad. Alright. Now for these birds, I'm going to dot those freaking eyes. Clean off this brush. Alright. So let's see. Where is my Kalimsky Masterclass? And then my matte black paint. Again, another one by Army Painter. Matte black. Boop. Alright. I'm going to spin it around. This one we really need to get that excess paint off there. But still keep a little bit in the belly of the paintbrush, as they call it. And goggles. Paint dries so fast on the freaking... on the tip of the paintbrush. You have to like dot it back in real quick. There we go. That one's one bird's eye is done. Right, again, I'm gonna get in close. Damn it. Bummer. Let's use Pallid Witch Flay One Flesh to get rid of... Or did I use Pallid Witch Flesh? Shoot. Yeah, Pallid Witch Flesh to fix... I got a little bit next to that bird's eye. It's kind of hard to tell, but I got a little bit of the black there. Did I already do the bald eagle? No, I didn't. It's osprey. Eyes are the most stressful thing in miniature painting. But I will do them. Oh, all right. I think that's it for... So, let me fix that one guy up real quick. So a little Pallid Witch Flesh. Just around. Spin. And there you go. Do that oh man, it's on camera. So edge highlights to get rid of that one mistake, and we're good. So, oh man, these are actually done, like legit. Oh, no, I could, you know what? I can do the water texture stuff, but that takes a lot to dry, so you won't be able to see it, which is a bummer. I just gotta do the bases now, or the black bases, and add little tufts. So let me add tufts while we're at it. So. Let's see, don't want that. Am I gonna need that? Yeah, I could get some of that. I got Deadland, Wasteland, and a little bit of green stuff. Go. Alright, cool. Alright. Where's my choices? There they are. That over there. Uh-oh, I lost the top to my fancy bonus over there. I'm gonna put that top to my fancy brush back in its thing. Keep it protected. Alright. So this green stuff is gonna go ones like with a lot of water on it. Like that one right there. It's gonna go right in there. Oh, not even in on camera. I'm sorry. Just put that tuft right there. we'll do a wasteland tuft to the other side. There we go. Push down and fluff it up. There we go. It's amazing how these stupid little grass things just bring that little bit of life to the model. This one shall also have a foliage thing because it's near a lot of water. Let's go right in there. Ah, shoot. There we go. You know, I don't need to do much more to that one. This one will get a wasteland tuft next to its water. So it's the biology nerd in me is like, I gotta put a little bit of grass near the water because that's where the grass would really want to grow. Because, you know, water has nutrients in it. Use this big piece finally. Flip that over. Where is this big little sucker gonna go? I think. Oh, you know what? Go right. And there. Yeah, cover up that foot that I painted. Whatever, damn it. That's alright. He's hunting in the... Damn, it's not sticking down. Come on, get down. This one likes to shed a lot, like these kind. You gotta poke them down, and then you gotta fluff them up a lot. Let me put wasteland tuft back here. Skull is always good. Load. Oh, come on. There you go. There. Let's do another one towards the front. This guy. Yeah, they're gonna be good. And that, well, Actually, it does conclude the stream in the sense of like I'm done painting them. I'm gonna do the black rims, but that's boring, so you don't need to watch that. No one needs to watch that. I'll do a little bit of that water effects gel. You know what? I'll show you how I do that. That's what I'll do. I'll show you how I do the water effects gel on the water parts, and then I'll do the black rims on my own and call that a night for these guys. So they should be going up on Instagram soon. Alright, so for oh god, it's out of my leg again. So for this water texture stuff, I use an older brush. So where is it? Which one? There we go. No. You? Yeah, here we go. This is a crusty old monster. Larry gave me a monster brush. Bend around a little bit. Alright. So basically, take it. And what I'm going to do real quick, I'm going to use Agraz Dune. It's contrast. Agraz Dunes. I'm going to paint on the water real quick to kind of color it a little bit. Sorry, some of the stuff's off camera. I apologize. Alright. Clean that off. Ooh, man, it's crispy. I'm gonna use it for a lot of weird shit, like glue and stuff and whatnot. So then you take a bit of this gel stuff, more, and just boop, plop it on. Oh, so you can see. So you can kind of create this idea of motion and whatnot. It's not just like a still pod, it's got like little disturbances in it. So wipe that off. Give it another scoop. Man, this stuff is not coming off my brush. It's crazy. Try to push that one to the outer edges because probably the outer would be more disturbed, not the inner. Wipe off the brush. Now the scoop. There we go. Just mash that shit around. Wipe it off. And this one I'm going to try to make it directional. It's supposed to be like a flowing river. Oh, that's a lot of goop. Clean it off like in there. There. So I'm going to try. It lets me. It's not something they want to let me. Make it. Wipe some off. The idea that it's like rushing over So like just like one direction. There we go. And that will dry kind of clearish, murky-ish. Now I dyed it a little bit. So that's basically it for my water texture, man. Works decently well. Ugh. Alright. So I think that's going to do it for me today. Because like I said, I'm just going to paint the rims black. That's boring. I got to stretch out my back a little bit. So, Maggie, man, thank you for hanging out with me on my test stream, my first stream. I really appreciate it, dude. We'll definitely have to hang out a bit more. We'll have to figure that out. Oh, such a sweaty glove. Ugh. All right, buddy. I'll catch you later, man. You have a great day, all right? And if anyone else is watching, have a great day as well. If I was YouTube, like and subscribe, blah, blah, blah. Take it easy, man.